Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something super important, our fourth podcast episode, which is all about work permits in Canada. If you're thinking about working in Canada or have any questions about different types of work permits, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know about work permits in Canada for 2024. Whether you're applying for a work permit after your studies, a closed work permit, or an open work permit, I've got you covered. I'll explain the recent changes in policies, who is eligible now, and what you should do. Let's start with the big news. There have been some significant changes in the work permit policies this year. I'm going to break it down for you, so stay tuned till the end, because by the time you finish watching this, you'll have all your questions answered about work permits in Canada. So, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the postgraduate work permit. Previously, if you completed a one-year study program in Canada, you got a one-year work permit. If you studied for 2 years or more, you got a 3-year work permit. But guess what? There are some major updates for 2024. Here are the 3 big changes. 1. Triple P colleges and work permits. The government has decided to stop granting work permits for students from Triple P colleges. These are public-private partnership colleges. For instance, if you were studying at a smaller campus in the Greater Toronto area, like St. Clair College, you used to be eligible for a work permit. But now, as of May 15, 2024, if you start your classes after this date, you won't be able to get a work permit from these colleges. 2. Extended work permits for master's students. Great news for those pursuing a master's degree. Starting from September 2024, if you complete a master's program in Canada, even if it's just 1 year long, you'll be eligible for a 3-year work permit. This is a fantastic opportunity for international students, as it's a positive shift for master's students and doesn't have any cap restrictions on the number of students who can apply. 3. Alignment with labor market needs. The government is aligning postgraduate work permits with labor market demands. This means that if there's a high demand for certain professions or trades in Canada, you might get a work permit more easily. Conversely, if there's less demand for certain jobs, the work permit might be more restricted. Right now, this is still a rumor and not yet in effect, but it's worth keeping an eye on. Now, let's talk about open work permits. If your spouse is studying or working in Canada, you might be eligible for an open work permit yourself. This permit lets you work anywhere in Canada and doesn't have skill requirements or LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, issues. Here's the important update. As of January 22, 2024, there were concerns that open work permits might be restricted. But here's the good news. If your spouse is studying in specific programs like diplomas, bachelor's, master's, or doctoral programs, you can still apply for an open work permit. The restriction mainly affects those whose spouse is in certain programs and not working. If your spouse is already on a work permit, you're still eligible as long as they have a Tier 1 or Tier 2 job. If they're in Tier 3 or Tier 4 jobs, unfortunately, you might not be eligible. A quick tip. If you've applied for a visitor visa instead of a work permit, you might face issues. Visitor visas only let you stay in Canada for up to 6 months and don't allow you to work. If you're eligible for an open work permit, apply for that instead. The processing time for work permits is usually faster, and you'll have more opportunities to work and stay. Lastly, let's discuss closed work permits, also known as LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, based permits. These are for employers who need to hire someone from outside Canada because they can't find a suitable candidate locally. The major recent change here is that for low-wage positions, Tier 4 and Tier 5, the LMIA process has been halted. This means employers in areas with high unemployment rates, 6% or more, can't hire low-wage workers from outside Canada. However, for high-wage positions, the department will review LMIA applications within 90 days. There might be changes if they find misuse, but for now, it mainly affects low-wage roles. Why is this happening? The goal is to prevent misuse of the LMIA process and ensure that it's used to genuinely fill positions where there's a real need. This could be a challenge for businesses that genuinely need foreign workers but might face issues due to these new regulations. So, that's a wrap on the major updates for work permits in Canada. If you're planning to work or study here, make sure to stay updated on these changes and apply accordingly. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with friends who might benefit, and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.